Even popular action movies from Hollywood are like nothing in front of it. It's just as spotless as it is. Yes. Hello guys, welcome to the very first episode of Fit Watcher. I am NK, and today in this video we'll be talking about what movies I came across this week, and in the meantime we'll be also talking about some other interesting things as well. So watch the video till the very end and let's get right into it. Talking about movies, the first one I came across this week is Kill. It's a Bollywood movie, and as the name suggests, it's a raw action type movie, but I think, in my opinion, it's more like a revenge story. So in a nutshell, the movie's plot is of a couple played by Laksha and Tanya, and a girl's family who all are on a train journey, but on the way to their destination, bandits or train looters, they take on control of the train and start looting and hurting people, all the people. Then something terrible happens with our protagonist of the movie, which turns him to take action in his own hands. So where do I even begin here? Even though the plot may sound simple to you, or the execution is actually what blew my mind. This movie Kill, even though even popular action movies from Hollywood are like nothing in front of it. It's just as spotless as it is. I'm kidding. So, but on a serious note, this movie deserves its praise for sure. For example, the whole movie is shot in a moving train. So shooting in such a tight spot with such good fight choreography is no joke in my opinion. So secondly, and the plot is, even though plot is simple and it is based on action mostly and simple story, there's nothing too complicated about it, but yet you will feel like what will happen in the end, who will die, who will survive, and the pacing of the movie will make you feel sitting on the edge of your seat the entire time. So if you are a fan of action flicks and you like R-rated movies in general, this is the movie for you. But if you can't watch blood and gore, you don't like R-rated movies much, so then I would recommend you to stay away from this one. And the second one is say Jessica Jones season 1. I know it's an old series, but I did not watch it when it came, so I am giving it a chance now. Now if you have no idea about this series, then I will explain a little bit about it. You might know Daredevil and Punisher show, right? So imagine as if you have superpowers and you are super strong, you have super strength, and nothing can physically make you defeat, right? But now you face with someone who can just stop you without even touching you, just by his words, what he says. You're gonna do exactly the same what he's ask you to. So sound interesting, right? Actually, so here our protagonist Jessica has superpowers, but her kinda ex-boyfriend, who is a villain here, Kilgrave, he does something awful to her in the past and the whole city, and now Jessica is finding a way to deal with it, and will she be able to do so? How the hell she's gonna do it? You will know everything when you actually watch the show. So I would recommend you to watch the show if you have not already. So I just finished the season 1 of the show. There's 3 of them, and it is just fantastic. So while watching this, I actually felt like old times where some good writing, some good stuff being actually bring magic to the screen, and it was just pure story with good cinematography and good background score and good acting and everything. So there's another thing I observed about movie writing in general, especially considering the movies comes nowadays, that is that we audience actually connect more with the character, where he or she is actually vulnerable to an extent, even though they have superpowers. In my opinion, in my thinking, it actually gives a sense of emotional connection with the character and makes the character more likable to all. So I would recommend you to watch this show if you have not already. And this is not a PG-13 show, so there are some scenes, so you know what it is, so keep in mind while watching this one. All right, moving on to the next one. That was something very different and interesting. That was Auma. It's a Korean horror thriller mystery movie, whatever you want to call it. The story is about a wealthy Korean family settled in US and has some past secrets from their family and the nation Korea, where they are from originally. So some mysterious illness is running on their whole bloodline, and even though the newborn kid of their family is suffering from the same. And on the other hand, it shows the story of a renowned Korean shaman and her protege, along with a Feng Shui master. What was his name? Kim Sang-deok. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. So no offense. So they are basically like exorcists, you and I know, and they get the offer to find out what's really going on with the family. And boy, oh boy, man, when they actually start to get into the story, get into the plot, it gets even more deeper and deeper into the like mysterious scene. So I won't tell you any more of the story, otherwise it's gonna get completely spoiled for you. But again, I want to let you know that some things I loved about this movie. First, the plot. Of course, it is interesting, and as it gets more and more intenseful as you go more into the movie. And the next thing, the cinematography combining with the gloomy background music, some dark background music, that dark gloomy weather shown in most of the scenes throughout the movie. And as we see some thrilling scenes like digging up a grave, the music gets very intensive, and then suddenly it drops when the thing gets revealed what's going on. So you'll feel the thrill in you. I can promise you that. And also the culture, the Korean and Japanese culture they have shown. I think it was a good thing. And on the acting front also, I honestly have never seen a bad Korean actor in my life yet. So in here also, all the actors perform brilliantly. So it's a very good, like mysterious, very thrilling kind of horror thriller story. So it's a good one in my opinion. And the next one I watched was again a Korean movie, the Roundup Punishment. It's the fourth part of the series. It's also a Korean action movie of my favorite actor, Ma Dong-seok, or you may know him as Don Lee. But we'll not talk much about this one right now because I'll make another video on this one, because I have something interesting in my mind for that. So stay tuned for that one also. And the last one of this section is Despicable Me 4. So if you have loved Minions and other three parts of the Despicable Me before this one, then you will definitely gonna love this one too. And I love it too because the plot is like simple. It's always funny and good to watch. And yes, as compared to the first three part of the Despicable Me series, this one does feel like it actually made directly for the kids, because Gru's character has not much evolved in all these years. The fact that now he have three children of his own. And the first movie that I can recall, the first movie I came across back like 14-15 years now. Let me know that. And anyway, this is just my observation, and in fact I mostly love all the animated movies in general. Like it was, at least it was for me, like animated movies can't be bad. So they are mostly amazing. Look at Kung Fu Panda, Toy Story, and Moana, Tangled, and whatnot. They were all amazing. All right, moving on to the next section, music, and here are the ones I have discovered this week. Let me show. Yeah. The first one is Feels Like Falling in Love by Coldplay. Always loved Coldplay. Chris Martin, he's always so soothing, and what can I else say for Coldplay, right? So it's amazing, just listen to it. And second one is 2011 by 5 Seconds of Summer, and Trails by Mike Perry. It's a EDM, beautiful EDM. And then Hot Uptown by Camila Cabello. I like the beat on that one, and then Looks I Like by Elena Springton, and then Joyride by Kesha. I think Kesha came back after a long time. I wonder when did that last. Anyway, Buji theme song from the Kalki movie, and Javi Na song by Darshan Rawal and Jesslyn Royal. I always actually find the Jesslyn's voice so soothing, perfect for a good night's sleep and a moody weather. And last one is Sunia Sunia by Just and Mixing. So these are the songs I have added to my music library this week. I have provided links for all the songs in the first pinned comment itself. So do listen to them. Let me know what song you'd listen to this week, and let me know in the comments. Okay. And the books I have read this week, and I honestly did not completed the book yet. Man is still reading, and that is Make Time by Jack Knapp and John Zeratsky. I always love reading to this kind of self-help books, because they actually help me a lot in my life. Even though if you don't read much, I would recommend you to try reading some self-help book like this one, and I will update about this book next week, so stay tuned for that. And thank you again for watching the video till the end. And if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I would request you to subscribe and turn on the notification, because I'm gonna bring some very interesting stuff very soon. I'm actually making some interesting, you might love that. So stay fit and keep watching Fit Watcher. This is NK signing off. See you very soon. Bye bye. Yes. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. Yes.